What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace.
I love y'all.
What's up, everybody? We here. It's just another Thursday, man, and y'all know how we do it. We like to know your reasons of what we're talking about today. Hey, and I got my special guest, of course. Y'all know he's in the house. Where were you at, boy?
Fat boy in the building. You already know what type of time we on. We here.
And then we got my man here.
Yo, Black Lift in the house. Let's get it going.
That's what's up, man. Thanks for joining, fellas. Hey, I felt like y'all knew or something.
Yeah. Whatever.
I know, right? Hey, man. First of all, man, how you guys' week?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. I could be better, but you know what? Can't we all?
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Well, as y'all know, if you guys are just joining, continue to watch. We got a lot going on. We are actually talking about cheaters. You know, cheaters that's basically are able to turn themselves around and never cheat again. That's what our main topic is. So stay tuned for that. And then we're talking about are vision boards important for achieving professional and personal goals. But before we get into all that, make sure that you tap that subscribe button. You know, we need y'all love for YouTube and the likes button on Facebook as well. And I see Kim is watching. I see Ernest. I see Erica. I see Vicky Burks. I see Terrence McDaniel. I see y'all. So continue to watch and comment on this topic that we're talking about today. Who else we got? Marlon's in the house. I see you, Mar. Mar's back. What's up, Big Mar?
Marlon
In the house.
What's up, boy?
First of all, too, I want to get started, man. I'm gonna just throw this at you guys. I know you guys been watching. I don't know if you guys been watching college football lately, but I just want to give a real quick. I don't want to get too deep into the conversation. What's been going on with
Deion Sanders,
Colorado, you know, and Buffaloes. I don't want to get too deep into it. The only thing I want to say is good luck for them this week, whatever playing USC because it's a top ranked team or whatever. Y'all beat them, man. It's a done deal. If they beat USC, it's a done deal. What do you think it's gonna happen? You don't think it's gonna happen?
They're not gonna beat USC.
They're not ready yet.
You think they
got a beat down from Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay. USC's quarterback is better than Oregon's, and USC got a faster team, bro. It's not gonna happen. It's just a matter of how bad they lose by.
Oh, okay. That's all right. That's good. I mean, but you know what? I'm just kind of like hoping that they do win.
You rooting for Deion, and I get it. You know what?
I'm rooting for him, man. You know what I'm
Listen
saying?
to this, man, and we gonna go on about this.
Yeah.
I watched. I don't even want to say this out loud, but
Watch what?
I watched the interview with Charleston White, man. And
that's
hold on. Nah, man. I'm for it, but I understand. He said he made some great points.
Hold on, what you mean?
Other shit. He's about some other shit, not about the breaking of the leg and all of that. That was foul. What I'm saying is, what he was saying is about how when Deion Sanders was at Jackson State, it was hashtag HBCU.
Okay.
Right? Celebrities were at the game. Everybody at the game. Yep. It was all for the culture. But what happened was, as soon as he get an opportunity, which is nothing wrong with this, as soon as he get the opportunity from a 99% white school, right, predominantly white school, he takes all of the influence over to this white school, and now there's no more hashtag HBCU.
But that's
hold on.
There, he did his part.
Hold
he
on.
did his part.
This is
And
what
now,
I'm.
and
Hold on. It's not.
and he putting black people in the
It's
same
not.
position
Hold on.
in
Hold
another
on.
league. Come
Hold
on, man.
on, Fuel. Hold on, Fuel.
They don't have no.
Hold on, Fuel. He went on to say that Deion made the right decision as a father, right? But what then he went on to say was that he's upset with us as people because what we did is what we always do. We let them hijack the cultural movement, right? And he was absolutely right. I listened to an hour of Charleston White.
But he's
Hold on,
moving the
hold
culture.
on,
He's
Fuel.
moving the
Hold
culture
on.
to something
Hold
else
on,
as
hold
well,
on, hold
as
on.
into a different league. Period.
Hold on.
Oh.
I know you don't like what I don't like the dude either, but what he's saying made sense. Because what he did, hold on. What he did was not only took the money from the HBCUs, but did what all celebrities do, and then began to line his own pocket.
They fucking barely paid him.
What I'm saying is,
Prime has a brand of his own.
What I'm talking about is,
he has a brand of his own.
I hear what you're saying, and you're absolutely right. But what I'm saying is, it is a shame. Hold on. It is a shame on us as a culture when there's 100 and something HBCUs, and then when he leaves and moves to the white university, there is no more #HBCUs. It's not on Deion Sanders, but it's on us as a culture. So I was going to hold on, Fuel.
You can't put it all on one man.
I'm not.
Everybody just because it's one man.
Listen to what I just said. No, I did not.
To do whatever
what I said is, hold on. What I said was, hold on. I get you. It got it irritated you and it struck a nerve. What I'm saying is that he is not the issue. It's the influence that he brought and that our people is following. Do you understand what I'm saying? He took a whole lot of eyes from where they should have been and from what he did because he profited off of that, right? He profited off being
slow down.
Hold on.
No, you need to slow down because you're gonna go on forever. You're gonna go on forever.
Hold on. What I'm saying is, the point that I was making is, I'm not all the way. I want Deion to succeed, but I'm not all the way on the Colorado bandwagon anymore. Because after he said what he said, he made great sense. And as a black revolutionary myself, I can't do that either because I am an HBCU graduate. And I have noticed that the #HBCUs have fallen by the wayside because Deion has left. And it just shows you, it just shows you why as a culture, we are so far behind.
Okay.
Because the moment...
Can I talk?
There you go.
Okay. Now, first of all, this man is one man.
We're not talking about Deion Sanders.
No. Fuck all that. He's one man.
The people.
He's one man. Okay. And he has a brand for himself that he's been having a brand for himself, not only for Cowboys, but San Francisco and Miami, all the teams, all the way that he brand himself, and wherever he goes, bring eyes onto it. Even with the World Series and all of that. That because of him, right? So you can't blame a man or whatever that basically because he don't stick.
Prior to Jackson State, Prior to Jackson State, Deion Sanders could not get a head coach. Deion Sanders could not get a job as a head coach.
Are you gonna let me finish? You cannot.
I'm letting you know this.
You cannot blame
the narrative that you're pushing don't make sense.
What don't make sense is that everybody feel like they putting all their all in one man. When those HBCUs should be trying to come up on themselves. The only thing wrong with it is that they didn't have no money or whatever. They barely had money to pay him. He basically made money off of his brand, off of his name. And that's the only thing it is. And so for him to want to go somewhere else where there's more opportunity, where his name could be a bigger or better or whatever the case may be that he wanted to brand it, bam. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. But when it comes to Charleston talking about putting a hit on a kid,
I didn't agree with that.
That's why everything else goes out the fucking window when someone does that. For me to
it doesn't. It doesn't
like that. You know what I'm saying?
For me because when it involves us culturally, what he said was real. And I feel like what he does, and I'm on the Charleston White now.
Putting a
What
hit
he
on
does,
somebody.
hold on.
You
What
got-
he does.
We're gonna go on. We're gonna go on. Because I wasn't trying to
Do
go
not,
on.
hold on. Do not
Charleston
let
White
your
is
disdain
not
for
shit.
Charleston
He's
White
shit.
miss
He's a piece of
the
shit.
jewels that I'm
Charleston
giving.
White's a piece of shit. Period.
What he does is he say wild shit to get you to click on the interview, and then he gives
say
you
some
some
dumb
real
shit.
shit.
And he
But
say some dumb shit.
I watched the full interview, and what he said made sense.
Woody, what you got, man?
Because
'Cause
I
wanna-
can bet
wanna
you
talk
right
about that
now,
boy.
right now, when the last time you seen a hashtag HBCU from a celebrity?
Don't even really care. Go ahead, fat boy.
Go ahead, Woody.
Woody.
All right, so
Blacklist.
so
You got us
here's
close to
the
wrong name.
here's my problem, because Fat Boy, there's a lot of things that I agree with you 100%. Okay, and Phil, hear this out. Number one, when he went to the HBCUs, just like Fat Boy said, he couldn't get a Division I job to save his soul. Okay, that's number one. Number two, okay, when he goes to the HBCU, he comes off as this. I'm trying to bring the HBCUs up to the same level as the
As
Division
Division
I schools.
Come on.
Okay, but that didn't happen in this couple of years there. Yeah, he brought some eyes to it, and you're right. One man can't do it all. But listen. But he brought some eyes to it. Okay, but here's my number one question. When you just like Fat Boy said, when we as a people, we chase the bag over culture.
Come on,
Because the bottom line is that Colorado, that's not going to change anything at that school. That school is still going to be 90% white.
Come on, talk
And
to
that
me.
school is still gonna profit off of him. You know what I'm saying?
And make way
he's
more
not-
money than
Listen,
him.
Our culture is profiting as well.
Phil,
No,
exactly.
we're not.
He's branding black players. He branding most of his players.
That's
there
60,
on the team.
hold on, that's 65 black players. You talk about 100 black players. We're talking about the culture.
Phil.
I'm okay.
Here's the
Hold on,
issue
go ahead,
with
Black
that, Phil. Let me finish. Here's the issue with that. It was 60%, it was like 70% black kids before he went there. All these colleges have majority black
players.
players.
Football players, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Oh my God. Okay.
No, it wasn't. Look at the roster for last year
Okay.
and year before.
Yeah.
And see how many.
But wait a minute. But here's the thing. If it wasn't, it's because Colorado was a bum ass school.
Exactly.
And all the top black talent is going to go to your Alabamas, your Auburns, your fucking, you know what I'm saying? Your USCs.
Right.
They trying to get a bag too. But my bottom line is, just because he's bringing in black players, he's doing what Alabama and them been doing too, exploiting the black people.
Exactly.
You feel me? That's what he's doing. But listen, but what I'm saying is,
I don't see that.
I know
what I'm saying is he's not enriching the educational culture at Colorado, because that's not helping black people. Bringing that money into HBCUs is helping black people.
Okay, if you're a coach or whatever, and the person that Deion's been, if you've been watching all his whole thing ain't been about football. His whole thing has been about these black players' careers and getting a chance and having an opportunity that a lot of them wouldn't have, that they were even at a HBCU anyway. Period. So the people he has or whatever, he shows a lot of love, care for their educations. He's even said it that they won't even, all of them won't even make pro. You know what I mean? They won't make pro, and that not only the fact that they won't make pro, but he still want to make sure that they get the right proper education for whatever it is that they're going to end up doing if they can't make it in football. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just one man trying to do what he can for his black culture, so to speak. If you
look, this one man.
I plan not to even talk about this whole thing.
I'm just saying, this one man is on TV. He's on TV more than any other college football coach. So you can say one man if you want to. Deion is everywhere. So you're saying one man can't change it, but he's everywhere. So his voice carries weight.
It does.
His voice carries weight. What he does carries weight.
Nobody said his voice didn't carry weight. The whole point is that the fact is, just because his own brand of who he is and where he goes, he always has a following or period or whatever. So it doesn't make a difference or whatever. And if he would have stayed at HBCU, the money still wouldn't have got fucking better, because it didn't get better at the 2 or 3 years that he was there.
but it brought the notoriety to
Well,
the
notoriety
school,
don't mean
which
shit.
did, which
That don't
did.
mean shit.
First of all,
That don't mean
let
shit.
me tell you this: it brings the
Notoriety
notoriety
is
because
if they're going to get
because
paid. Why they going to get
HBCUs
money for doing
produce
what they need to
because
do?
HBCUs produce 33% of the CEOs in America, so it brings the eyes there. Yeah, it
But
brings
see,
the eyes
when
there.
Deion started what he was
We can't-
doing,
we can't
what was
go
going to
on
bring
life
what
just
was going to
working
bring
on-
a notoriety is him being able to steal more HBCUs to steal more recruits like Travis Hunter.
Gunter.
That's the problem.
That's
If these HBCUs was able to get more 5-star recruits and 4-star recruits, that's when the change happens. But he bowed out like after the change basically started going.
Look,
But like I said, I don't blame the man. Look,
he
No,
know how-
he did the
he
right
know-
decision
his
for his
life.
family.
This is the thing.
I
We
blame
don't-
us
we
culturally.
We don't know we know they know that he knows the inside of how this operation works. We don't really know the insides. We only know from the outside. Period. We know from the outside. We don't know how it goes on the inside of the port. If he had the opportunity, if he had the money or needed to do what he needed to do at what's name, he probably would have stayed. You know what I'm saying? But obviously he had to do something or whatever to move
Does
on.
Deion
Especially
need money?
especially if it's trying to get his own kids recognition in the game at a certain point to be a professional ball player as well. You
And
just
he
never know.
used the HBCU to do it.
I don't think so.
Yes, he did,
that's-
man.
Could
And
he start-
hold
could he-
on, Fuel.
Where else could he start at?
Hold on.
Where the fuck
You
else could he
just gonna
start?
deny that
Where
fact.
else can he start?
Bring it down.
Where,
bring it
hold
down,
on.
bring it
Where
down.
else? Hold on. Where else? Where
No,
else?
Where else can he start?
Hold on.
Where else can he start, Pat Boy? Tell me
First of
that.
all, hold
Where
on.
else can he start?
Where else can who start?
Where else could he have started?
Nowhere, because they
didn't want him.
They
didn't want him.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you.
yes, so if
Thank
it was
you. So
hold
whether
on.
he used him or not or whatever,
Fuel.
where else he could start?
Fuel. Come on, man. Even never mind. You made me lose my thought. Come on, man. You just be yelling, man. You be yelling. Like I said,
No,
if
I
it
like-
was
I like
not for
yours.
Jackson State,
I like yours.
he would have not been allowed to show Shadour's talent because he was going to be a backup at all the other Division I schools.
Probably so.
It was a 2-for-1. He was able to get a starting coaching job, and Shadour was able to get a starting quarterback job.
Yeah.
And so, as a father, yes, that's okay. But he left a host of students and athletes that came there specifically for Deion Sanders. And so we're not just talking about that. We're not going to get on Deion Sanders.
Did you
Deion
not forget
Sanders-
about the ones?
Hold on.
Did you not forget
Hold
about
on.
the ones he brought?
We're not
he
going
brought
to get
from
on
the
Deion
HBCUs?
Sanders. Listen to me.
Have you forgot about those?
Fuel. Let me
Have
make
you
my
forgot
point so
about
we can go on to the next segment.
I'm just telling you. Have you forgot
It's
about
not
those that
just
he
on.
brought?
It's not just
No,
on
because
Deion
the
Sanders.
ones he brought was bums, bro.
It's exactly.
They're still on the team.
That's why they got run at Oregon. I'm telling you, they don't have the talent. Deion has already said that it's going. He said you better get us now because it's going to take me a year or two to get the recruits I have. So he might have brought a couple of them, but the ones he probably should have left. But that's a whole different story.
Absolutely.
But the whole point.
But what I'm saying is, it's not on Deion. It's on people like us culturally to check it and say, "Hey, I'm rooting for Deion to do his thing, but I'm still hashtag HBCU football as well because I'm going to my homecoming as well, and I'm going to support us, right? But I'm not just going to jump on the Colorado wave. You're not gonna go see me go by because they don't even fuck with black people in Colorado. That's a fact.
They kind of do, man. I've been to Colorado several times. No, even back in the day, Colorado was cool for me. But
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So, but still, the point is this: it's kind of like if it's an opportunity for this man to do whatever he needed to do and to get to where he needed to go or whatever, and he used his brand, his name or whatever. It ain't on us to try to rely. It's not on us to rely on this one person in order to make a whole culture feel a certain type of way. We don't have to rely on one person. There's other ball players out there. There's other professionals. There's other people with brands and names that they can try to do the same damn thing. Period.
But they're not because they're following Deion.
Can we go on, y'all?
Yep. All right, move on.
We'll move on.
Angie, we got Angie, we got Leanne, we got Sheila, we got Strong Black Queen, Leonard Whitley. What's up, y'all? Mark Hayes, what's up, man? Appreciate you guys listening. Marlon has real quick before we get into our topic, y'all. We went longer on this than I expected. Of course. But I like to get heated up sometimes. It's fun. I want to apologize, Phil, for my comments last show. I had a rewatch. I had to rewatch the show and go see Jesus. And I was wrong. Shouty was tripping.
Yeah.
He did say some mad wild stuff, but it's all good.
No, well, it was basically agreeing to some of the stuff that she was saying, and it wasn't like it's not the fact that we didn't agree. It was just the fact that I'm trying to give you a hip you on game of what can happen if you're getting into the online dating, and you have to listen to that part as well as what you're or whatever that you were wanting to accomplish, for yourself and like she was saying, self. What was it, you guys? Being self motivated or self, or what I'm saying, valuing yourself and all that type of stuff. So
right.
Go ahead, Fat Boy. Can you read that one, Marlon?
Marlon says, to be real, it did feel like a snake oil salesman pitch. But in Deion's defense, he did say that if I got a Power 5 school offer, he had to entertain it. Watch the 60 Minutes clip when he was at JSU. So he was already, listen to this, and we're going to get over it. He used them to get to Colorado.
He had one foot out the door when he went there.
He already went there because he needed to make the play there to get to where he is now.
Even if so.
No, ain't no even if so, that's the case, Fuel. And
that's
the problem with us culturally. Hold on.
I get your point.
That's the problem with us culturally, because we do not check our superstars because he Deion. It's like, oh, he did what he had to do to get his money and boom, boom, boom. No, he kind of fucked us like everybody else do, right? If you want to be honest. But because he Deion, we gonna Deion shuffle in the end zone. We gonna throw on our Colorado shirts and we gonna go with it. But as Charleston White said, I'm kind of tired of that shit, bro. I am.
And that's just like you're saying, as far as Charleston White making a point or whatever, but you don't make a whole point and then go back and say, I'm to put a hit on a kid or whatever.
He said
you don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some punk shit. And and that's the only thing. He always do some punk shit. Period. That's why I can't stand his ass, and everything he said goes out the window. What for me, I don't give a fuck what he says or whatever. I'm not. Oh, Charleston White was right about fuck you. Anyway.
All right, moving on.
Moving on. All right, man. Heather said, I don't believe that. What's Heather? You don't believe what, Heather? Let us know what you're talking about. Oh, Heather Carter. What's up, Miss Palmer? Hey, what's up with it? She said she don't believe that. I don't know which one she's
What we going with next? Come on, man.
All right, let's get it. All right. What was this? You threw me off now.
Because you over here talking crazy.
Hey, and Phil started this shit too. That's what's messed up.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I said I just wanted to briefly give them a grab. I was trying to give them some,
no, you ain't not in front of us.
I was trying
doing that.
I was trying to wish them luck for Colorado for this weekend.
First of all, he playing my childhood. He playing my college team anyway. So even if it wasn't Deion, I wouldn't even be rooting for Colorado. He the only reason why I'm thinking about them winning. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm an SC fan.
No, he just grew up a USC fan.
I grew up a USC fan.
Yeah.
Look, when I was a kid, I was a UNLV fan. I wanted to be a running rebel, bro.
Come on, man.
Okay,
go ahead.
All right, let's get into so there was a young lady or whatever, and she was talking about how treat a king.
Come on,
black
I want
men.
to see this.
All right, so let me pull this up or whatever, because I wonder too, to you guys, to the ladies that's out there that's watching and listening, is this a true fact, and do you feel like this is something that you guys can, feel like that this basically should happen? This is what you should do as a woman, period. It don't even have to be a black woman, just as a woman, period. Let me see if I can find it now.
Go on, pull it up. Hey, Black Liv, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you.
Look, man. I always keep it a buck, man. I mean, and I'm gonna let you know where I'm at on it.
I appreciate you because it fucked me up too, because I ended up watching that damn interview way too long. Hey, I watched the whole interview, but he was just saying a lot of key points. It was good. But go ahead, let's go. Come on, mamas. I see you. She talking.
To spoil a man than for a man to spoil a woman. So why y'all not doing it? It's literally so simple. And don't talk to me nothing about no money, because it don't even take money to spoil a man. You fix that man a sandwich, oh, he gonna love you. I'm talking about put a little bit of lettuce, tomato, dress it up a little bit, put a little extra to it. Oh, he gonna love you. When that man get in that shower, wash that man back for him. Lay his clothes out for him when he get out. They fresh, they ready. Socks, drawers, all of it. You see how that was free? Rub his feet, free. Give him a little massage, free. And if you got some money, you ought to not be saying nothing at all. Pay for that man haircut, put a little gas in that man car too. The new game coming out. You know he like to play the game. Buy that man that new game that's coming out. He like to dress. Give him a little graphic tee or something. Get him a little hat, a little snapback. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what to do, so why you ain't doing it? And then we be the one, we be picking. Oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Okay, he wants stuff too. He like to be spoiled too. And if you get a little too mad and talking about what you ain't finna do, I ain't finna buy that, I ain't finna do that, okay. And what one woman won't do, another one will too. Remember that.
Hallelujah. You understand me?
All right, so what you guys think about that? What do you think?
Go ahead, Black Lift. I'm gonna let you go ahead. Go ahead. I'll jump on.
I mean, she's making some good points.
Uh-huh.
No, she's making some good points about doing stuff that's free. Everything doesn't have to revolve around money or anything like that, because she's talking about, and I said it last week. You can look at the statistics. There are more women than men. Period. And so it's like 6 or 7 women to every one man. And then when you take out some other factors, like they said, if you're a good man, a decent man, what she won't do, 2 or 3 other chicks will. Yeah. So, I mean, nice. but it also goes the other way around. Men need to do the same thing. So
yeah, we need to tighten up. I do agree.
Yeah,
I do agree. Shit, like Liv, I should have went first. You always do. Absolutely. She was hitting the nail on the head. I want to applaud her. That woman is definitely smart, like Black Lift, about the free things, but also just the attentions to the detail, right? Understanding, hey, he do play the game, getting the game, because I don't think that women understand that those are the small gestures that matter to us. It ain't the haircut, right? Those are the things that, damn, babe, you pay for the haircut, because our haircuts could be $50, $60. Mine's is $60 for sure. So we appreciate those small things. Getting a graphic t-shirt, I think she made some great point. And I don't think women know the power of a sandwich. Right? No, for real. No, for real. The sandwich changes lives. No, for real. The sandwich will really make and let your man know that you really got his best interest in heart. You feel what I'm saying? Because
we ain't talking about just no throw together sandwich neither.
No, we're talking. You heard she said lettuce.
Yeah, some love to it.
That's a sandwich. She was talking about a sandwich. Okay, but no. The only thing that I don't like about these videos is that they don't get enough publicity. And then also when women see these videos, I notice I see a lot of women do the pick-me's and try to discredit these women because what she's saying is facts. And so I think that more women should get on the bandwagon, and then more men should build a standard on this is the kind of woman I want, and started to communicate, hey, a sandwich change this relationship. You know what I'm saying? Hey, babe, you ain't really got to give me them, but the game come out. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding the things he like, even if he a tech geek, the new tech, the new drone, whatever it is that he like. You know what I'm saying? He could be a collector. Just getting him and being in tune with his hobbies and understanding who he is, because those are the things that make us move as a man, which then in turn makes us operate better for you as a woman.
Yeah, and words of affirmation, man, is really understand how strong that does and how much that helps a man, confidence, helping build and want to get out there and do his thing, or whatever. When you're giving that word of affirmation, man, and that positive energy, and believing in your man and stuff like that. Like you said, that stuff, that's free. You know what I mean? And that stuff gets you to those finances where you probably wanting to be with that man or whatever, because of you actually doing your part. we got a comment. And also, you guys, if you guys watching and want to comment, y'all on Facebook, go to YouTube at Fired Up Broadcasting, and you can comment. We can see it on there too if you can't do it on Facebook. Sometimes we do see Facebook comments as well, but just in case, like we have right now, Joanna said my ex-husband was a perpetual cheater. I never stepped out on my. We got. Oh, I'm gonna hold that one. You get to the cheaters later. I'm gonna hold that comment. All right. For when we comment, we can go into that topic in a few. Robin said we should be deserving of such treatment. You saying the men or the women should be deserving of such treatment?
I think Robin Fuel.
Robin, yeah. That's what it does. Y'all get it? Y'all see that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's a good one.
But yeah. We should be deserving of such treatment.
We got.
That's true. That's true.
I agree.
Yeah, exactly. All of us.
I agree. But I think that's the same thing. I'm sorry, Robert. I think that's the same thing when police say all lives matter. I think that's not the topic at hand, right? She's talking about the importance of treating a man as a king. Yes, the man should reciprocate that same energy, like Black Liv said. But what she is saying is that it is very important that women recognize the impact and how important that it is to treat your man like a king. So you're absolutely right. But at the same time, I don't think that is a valid statement for this, right? Because then it kind of discredits.
So I see Robin said, I ain't just giving it freely. No, and I mean, I understand that.
That's not what we're talking about, though.
I'm the same way. So one of the things that I do is, like, when I first started dating my wife, right? She never had to open the car door.
Come on.
You feel me? We've been married for a while now, and I still open the car door for my wife, because to me, the same shit you did to get them, you need to do to keep them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, it does go both ways, and I kind of get what you're saying with that. Yeah. But at the same time, yeah, it's not, it's not mean or subservient or nothing like that for a woman to make a dude a sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, and that's not. Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of like, you can't. If you look at it like, oh, I did this for you, then you do this for me, type of thing, then it's not going to work. You should be one.
Yeah, no.
And you know what I'm saying? It's not a competition. It's kind of like a thing. To, like you said, if you're a type of guy that believe in chivalry and everything, and you like you said, open the door, do the things that you do when you first met her and everything like that or whatever. You're not thinking like, oh, I did this for you, now you need to make me a sandwich and make, because I'm a man. Like, that's not the attitude. You know, and that's what we're saying. Don't have that attitude. It's just having those little things or whatever, as opposed to looking at finances as everything about the relationship. Period. I agree. Mm-hmm. You say I agree.
All right, Robin, we got you. Let's go.
Yeah. Robin about to get in this. All right. All right. So, Fat Boy. So you had sent me this video, and we're going to talk about it as well. A young lady that basically was kind of like,
kind of what Black Liv was saying, actually.
Kind of like what we were talking about. Exactly.
Yeah, Black Liv just kind of touched on it, actually.
Yeah, so let's get into this one real quick, and I'm not fast with the trigger, y'all. I'm not fast with the trigger.
Yeah, I just think that now that men are becoming more emotionally intelligent, women are starting to become threatened. I'm just being honest. At first, they could just blame it on us being angry and not knowing how to express our feelings. But now with the addition of counseling and all of those things, let's get to it.
All right.
The reality that needs to be said out loud is that as Black men age, their desirability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding. And the exact opposite is true for Black women. As we age, doesn't matter how much money we accumulate, our degrees or professional accolades. The reality is that our marriage and partnership market value is depreciating with every passing year. No matter how good we look, no matter how fit we are, men are still seeing primarily our presumed dwindling fertility as a knock against us. And speaking of fertility, that is another reason that I want younger black women to seek marriage and partnership in college or right after, if that's what they choose. Because the number of college-educated black men is so low when compared to black college-educated women that we're all going to be targeting the same small pool of men. And as we heard today, on most campuses, there's like 7 black women students for every 1 black man student. Y'all do the math. So here's my advice. If you are a young black woman in college and you know in your heart and in your head that you want to prioritize family, I suggest that you simultaneously pursue that MRS degree right along with that BA or JD. Because the handful of black college-age men that actually do desire to get married soon, and they do share that value system, and family is a priority for them too, y'all, that is an incredibly small pool, and it's shrinking as you get older. And by the time you reach my age, 40, you will be faced with different choices relating to life partnership and motherhood. Now, I'm not saying that delaying marriage or motherhood is a bad option, but it's one that comes with its own consequences. And our women deserve to know on the front end of their decision making instead of on the back half.
That was powerful.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it all the way through. That was good.
Yeah.
That's
Y'all,
why she- big butt.
y'all disagree with the whole?
Oh shit. I think it ain't just women who. I don't think it's just women in college. I think all women need to actually pay attention to that. I think that with this feminist movement and due to the new independent woman, there is this theory that I have time, and just the statistical facts is just that's not true, right? As women get older, the pool shortens and shrinkings, and you're absolutely right. There are not a lot of African American men going to school and graduating with degrees. On top of the men that are now a part of the LGBTQ community, on top of the men who are now incarcerated. So as shit started to shrink, your options is not as much. And I try to tell women this all the time. That was kind of the issue we had in last week. It's just trying to get women to understand is the options that women think they have are not really out there, because the pool is shrinking and those men are either taking up or already kind of set in their ways. So I don't think it's only for young women in college. I totally agree. But I also think it's for women that's in that 28, that 20, that 30 era where it's kind of time to make that change and that transition, or think about if you want to, like she said, if it's your choice, right? I think it's definitely important that you start to think about it, because it is not as plentiful as society tries to make it seem out here. And like Black Liv said, and then like as Ebony kind of validated, it's 1 to 7. And 1 to 7 with the incarceration and all that, that shit dropped to 1 to 10. It's gonna drop to 1 to 10 real quick with the gangs, and you know what I'm saying, and being eligible and having good credit and being able to purchase a house. Because I'm just now getting on that kind of stuff. So you know what I'm saying, just being on top of that kind of stuff, then it's shorten the pool again, right? Having a driver's license. You know what I mean? Like it just starts shortening the pool, and I don't think women understand that, like, and men either. I don't think we understand on just the options, even though it's a lot of women out here, right? It's only a certain amount of women in Black Liv, you can agree with this, that are good or specific for you, because with the society pressures and what's going on and the mentality and the psychology, all of that shit, it could affect everything else. So she hit it on the head, man, and that was actually phenomenal. Good job.
What about you, Liv?
No, she basically just reiterated what I just said a couple minutes ago.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's 7 to 1 in college, and it's 10 to 1 just in the world.
Come on now.
And you know, just like Fat Boy said, you know, you also have to partner in there, and it's the same for women. I mean, you still have to partner in their homosexuality. You have to put in incarceration. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff out there. And also, you also have to put in the fact that, so a lot of the dudes are already married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you remove all of that out of the equation, I mean, you know, not saying that they're gonna be out here fighting, friggin' scrapping over one dude,
Right.
but you have to if you decide that a family is something that you desire, it is something that to me you should really start going after at a relatively young age.
Yeah.
And Miss Sosa has a point that she posted here, about the everything stems from this belief that men are the alpha and need to be strong and be providers. She said, I feel that we need to stop thinking in that manner because not all men are strong physically, just like all women are. I'm pretty sure she meant are not nurturing and gentle. Miss Sosa, you're 100%, 1000% right about that. And I think that part of the issue that we're having now is that men want to be treated like kings, but act like queens. You know what I'm saying? They don't act like they're supposed to act. Women, want to be treated a certain way, but then again, they want to be Miss Independent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like, I don't need a dude. I don't want a dude. I'm cool. I can do for myself. But just like me, like I said, I'm on my second marriage. The
Right.
one thing that I figured out is that in today's society, when you're looking for a spouse or looking for a significant other, you need to find somebody that's a partner.
Yeah.
There doesn't need to be one in charge, one that does all the cooking, one that does all the cleaning, one that goes out and gets the bread. And just like Miss Sosa said, yes, he wants to be treated with respect. And the man does too.
True.
So basically, people need to start looking for people that are going to be partners, not one elevated over the other, not one subservient to the other. That's hard. You're not going to find that in today's society. That's right. That's right, Robin. You need a good teammate. Everybody needs to look for a partner.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Blacklist, bring it home, man.
The one thing I get from it too is that it's not easy, and I might be repeating some of the things I said because it's and let me know if I am. It's not easy to do those things at an early age. To have that amount of thought now these days at an early age because of what you might, what your family is going through. I understand where she's getting at to try to, have that mentality at an early age or whatever. Back in, when we were kids, getting out of high school, you kind of knew that you want to have a wife and a kid, and all this type of stuff or whatever. And I think that's kind of like where she getting that ring or whatever and getting married and getting established at an early age or whatever. It doesn't always work like that for some people. Just like what's the name just commented that, but some women are not prepared, like she wasn't. That's what Joanna said. Some people just wasn't prepared. You know what I mean? And same way with the guys. Sometimes we're not prepared because at a young age, I can let you know, I wasn't thinking about marriage. I was thinking about going out, trying to have fun, trying to do these other things or whatever. And of course, I started college late, so so I did all I wanted to do or whatever. So I do think that's a valid point though, and that we can put into the next generation, or kids that are coming up now or whatever, and kind of make it how can I put it? Kind of make it I don't want to say a rule, but something, you know what I'm saying, that you're installing your kids at an early age. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't do that. I don't think I ever said, to my kids, you want to, get married or find someone while you're in school that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? I never did that. And maybe that's something we could do these days. I don't know. What y'all think?
I agree. I think we definitely need to start as men with developing our own standard. I do think that we need to start approaching women with a more pure approach. I think that as men, we kind of got to start to get away from and throw away that concept of dominating women, because it becomes a disservice to us as a whole. Because what we do is we approach mainly for sex, and we look for no other keys or no other qualities. And I think that that's the thing. So I think that once we start to do that, I think that we will start to approach women with, hey, I'm looking for this in a woman. Or if I'm not, I'm open to say, hey, I'm not really ready for that. I'm looking to have fun. But I think that we need to be honest with women honest with ourselves, and then also set a standard for that to be a thing.
True, absolutely. Joanne also said, I have chosen to be single and celibate. I enjoy not having to worry about my partner cheating. No, that's right. That's less stress, right?
Yeah.
We got a lot going on here. Yes, what I meant. What? That GY?
No, it was me. When I corrected her when she said that
Okay.
in her comment. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be treated with respect and be. Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
A good teammate. Now you had that. Dang, we got so many daggone comments, y'all. I'm sorry, I ain't keeping up.
No,
Yeah.
you cool.
Joanna said, "Yup." Robin said, "Preach." Joanna said, "Yup, agreed." And Robin before that said, "It's all crap."
Oh crap. Tierra, did I say that name right?
Tierra Hill.
That's what's up. Appreciate you joining
Shout
us.
out to her.
Yes.
I think that's
Shout out to everybody. Let's go.
Yeah. Continue, y'all. Continue.
Shout out to you.
You good on that one, y'all?
Yeah, that was good one. That was good stuff, y'all.
Well, that one leads into the main topic, so keep it going.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the main topic we're talking about is can a
are we gonna do history and blackness real quick?
Oh shoot. Oh, my bad, fat boy. Here we go. Yeah, my bad. Once again, you guys, like we always do every week, we gotta recognize our history and blackness. And we got Fat Boy with a good one for today, man. Go ahead, take it on, Fat Boy. Who we got?
Today, y'all know this week I always got a hitter for y'all. This week we have Charles Hamilton Houston, an American lawyer, educator, civil rights activist, and a former leader of the NAACP. He was educated at Amherst College, where he got his BA, and then he went to Harvard Law, where he got an LLB, which is the Legum Bacheloress or something like that. It's the Latin term for the original law degree. But I tried and I butchered it. But I tried, y'all. I said I was going to try it, but He also, while at Harvard, he also became the first black editor of the Harvard Law Review. That was actually the last person we know of or we've seen in history is Barack Obama. That was his job before he became the president. Then he studied civil law at the University of Madrid. He served as vice dean of Howard University. While at Howard University between the years of 1929 and 1935, Harvard Law School was responsible for 1/4 of the African-American lawyers in the country, and one of them lawyers, including Thurgood Marshall. He was one of 6 to graduate valedictorian at Amherst College in his graduating year. He was commissioned while in the Army because he served. While in the Army, he was commissioned as second lieutenant in field artillery, and he served in France and Germany during World War I. He was actually also instrumental in laying the groundwork for integrating public schools. He was an all-out monster, y'all. He actually went to college and kind of went to attack basically the separate but equal rule. He went and tried a case in Missouri, something versus Henry, I forget. Don't give me Missouri versus Henry, if I'm not mistaken, where it was a college. They were trying to deny an African American student, basically attending or admitting or admissions to the university up there or the law school up there, and he went and fought that case by using a separate but equal cause, and by saying that since there's no equal universities for him to go to, they have to let him in to that university. So I thought that was dope. So yeah, man, do your homework on Charleston Hamilton Houston. He was born September 3rd, 1895 in Washington, D.C., and he died April 22nd, 1950 in Washington, D.C., and he's buried at Lincoln Memorial Cemetery. So if y'all ever get a chance, you in D.C., go check him out, man. Charles Hamilton Houston.
All right. Y'all know how we do. Hey, Joanna said, I am of Mexican descent and enjoy learning about other ethnicities. Yes.
I appreciate that. That's what we're here for.
Exactly.
That's what we're here for. How many of y'all knew about this gentleman?
What she said? Oh my God, what?
I did not. So this
I
is new to
didn't either.
me.
I didn't
Okay.
either.
Okay.
But did you say something about Jim Crow?
Yeah, definitely. No, I didn't say anything about Jim Crow because he challenged all that too. He went after
Yeah,
that.
he was.
When
I
they,
kind of talked. That
when
was what the separate but equal was kind of about because that was during this Jim Crow era.
right,
But I
yeah.
didn't touch on the Jim Crow era. You're right. But you could definitely, if you got something on Jim
But
Crow,
is he the one that they said killed Jim Crow or not? Or I didn't read that. Maybe I didn't read that right.
No. He basically during the Jim Crow era, he was using the separate equal. He basically laid the groundwork for Brown versus the Board of Education.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. That's what's up. We learn something every week, y'all. Y'all can learn with us every week.
Let's get it.
All right, let's get to this. So cheaters. You know, I think me and Fat Boy had the show before about cheaters. And
Yeah,
stuff.
we had a show about cheaters.
But one of the things that just came up, and let me pull it up real quick because I think you guys may or may not agree with this or whatever. But let me give you a little bit of what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, my bad. Yeah, look,
What you doing over there, man?
I'm looking at it while y'all not.
I know we can't see nothing. You stayed looking at it by yourself.
Right?
Hope you enjoy it.
Oh no, here we go.
But baby, is that really what you want?
Well, you guys is wondering like, what is that all about? What is that?
What
about?
is that? That
Okay,
was Taylor
so
Swift.
It was Taylor Swift at Kansas City Chiefs football game, and and
Arrowhead Stadium, yes.
Yes, at the stadium. So, you know, and basically, it's been a big thing about her dating
Travis
Travis
Kelce.
Kelce. Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I know I can get it out. Travis Kelce. And so when all this news got out, unfortunately, you know, it's always someone got to come with some, you know, negative, you know, BS or whatever.
You're going to talk about old Ben Berry. Oh,
Yes.
no.
So as you guys can see, you know, the ex had come out or whatever and made a statement or whatever about, you know, trying to be on the, what do you call it? I don't even know what I want to call it. I want to call it like on the train, you know, the women train, I guess, as to so-called trying to help other women understand who this person is type of thing. So anyway, so this young lady basically was saying that, you know, matter of fact, I'm gonna read you guys the quote here.
Trust me, I already saw it, and I was like, man, that's just some straight haterade.
Yeah. I mean, I know you saw it. I mean, we see it, but I mean, I gotta kill the people, dog. I gotta kill the people. So basically, what it is that she was basically made the comment that, and her name is Maya Benberry, speaking out on the news about him dating Taylor Swift, accusing Travis of cheating after she won his reality show, Catching Kelsey. I don't know if you guys seen that in 2016 or whatever.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's been some time or whatever. And then she still come out and said, Taylor seems like such a fun girl with a beautiful spirit. So I wish her the best of luck. But I wouldn't be a girl's girl if I didn't advise her to be smart. I'm sure I'm sure by now she has mastered the ability to see who's really there for her and who's just using her. I can only hope that she comes out of the teachers. What? Yeah, I'm sorry. I can only hope that she comes out the teachers in this situation and not the student. She's then added, only time will tell. But like the saying always goes, once a cheater, always a cheater. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that once a cheater, always a cheater?
I don't agree with that shit.
Feel that people can't change, or because of the fact they cheated on you, don't mean that they're going to cheat on someone else if that's the right person for them.
Go ahead, Fat Boy. I'm gonna let you go.
You gonna let me rock this one? You gonna let me? You gonna throw me in
Rock this one, man. Because look, I got too much experience and stuff with that. But keep going. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you rock it.
I do think that a person can recover or change from being a cheater. I just think that that's just something people do to kind of discredit you on your new journey. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I do think that you gotta kind of watch for those behaviors, though. But when I listen to this, it just kind of sounds like she hated that he not with her no more, really. So she just trying to, and she really mad he with Taylor Swift, because I would be too, right? He didn't just go get a new girl, but he got one of the girls. So I would have been hot as well. So I just think that, but on far as the cheating part, I do think that it's also about how far you've grown. It's a lot of things that come with that. I don't think that once a cheater, always a cheater. I do think that all people can change. I think people who had domestic issues can change. I think people who had alcohol issues can change. I think people who are addicted. I think anybody with an issue can change and be different. And you know what I'm saying? It just takes them to have accountability and to have the time to show that they can. But I just think that was just her hating and just using that phrase to get Taylor on skates.
Yeah. So first of all, to Miss Benberry, she's tripping because Travis was with Kayla, the other chick, for like 5 years after Maya Benberry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he had another girl. So that's a whole nother level of hatertude.
But is that she cheated with me? Why?
Yeah. But so yes, as a reformed cheater, I would definitely say that.
Ooh, no cheater, you here, okay,
bro, man. Look. Okay, so just like Miss Sosa said, some people can never cheat again if they have a way of dealing with the reason why the person cheated. So one of the things that I would say is, just like I told y'all, I really felt like I couldn't really deal with anybody else until I learned how to deal with myself. And so that's the one thing about it. And look, like I said, I'll keep it a buck. Yeah, I cheated like a mug, man. I had them in every state. That's a whole different thing. But there are people that cheat out of opportunity. There are people that cheat out of just heartbreak and loneliness. People that cheat that are just not being fulfilled at home.
Right.
And a lot of times it's not even about the sex.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's about emotional things that are not being addressed at home. You know what I'm saying? And so once you learn how to deal with all of those situations and all of those things, yes, you can become a reformed cheater.
Yeah.
Blacklist say he living proof.
I am living proof. I promise you that. And look, I had to, and I straight up confessed, and like my wife asked me about it, and I told her. I mean, I'm not gonna. The one thing that I never want from my wife is to like be digging through some shit and find something and be like, man, you never told me. No, I told her everything. She knows everything. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way that you're gonna be able to get around that stuff. And develop trust.
You saying since you haven't cheated since you've been married now?
No, bruh, no.
You talking about you told her about?
He reformed.
No, I know. I'm just trying to get it.
And then if he was, you damn sure put the man on blast.
Nah, I'm not.
No, I'm just talking shit. He said
yeah. Nah.
He said he reformed. He gonna say, he gonna look you dead your damn eye. He gonna say, but did you?
No,
you gotta watch the mind tricks.
Whatever, man. He was saying that he told her everything as if he was just, as if he cheated and told her everything. I just wanted to get it straight. I just wanted to make sure, he was saying, he told her about his past and not something that's basically had happened. And for the listeners to hear as well.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So
because just in case the listeners, just in case the listeners don't know, So this is directed at you, Miss Sosa. I'm 55 years old. I got married at 20. I was married for 29 years to my first wife. She had a child when we got married. I adopted that child. So in essence, I have 4 children.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But during that time, so getting married at 20 for me, and it was a quick, you know what I'm saying? We went out twice and we got married like a month later.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And it lasted for 29 years, which is cool, but it was a rocky ass 29 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even my kids, like I said, they was like, man, y'all should have got divorced a long time ago.
Yeah.
So you end up traumatizing your kids sometimes when you call yourself hanging on for the kids.
True.
You really not. You just traumatizing the kids.
True. She said and this was the comment earlier, and I told you I was going to go back to it, Joanne. Did I say I am saying your name right, Joanna? Joanna or Joanna? Joanna.
That's why I just called her Miss Sosa.
I'm gonna say Miss Sosa too because I don't want to say your name. My ex-husband was a perpetual cheater. I never stepped out on my husband. On my marriage, even though he said to become. He said to. Damn it, y'all! Why can't my tongue tied?
I got you. Said,
Even though he said to me, "Go out and cheat so we can be even," and I was like, "You're disgusting. Why be married then?" Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like
he was trying to let you. He was trying to let you.
He was on guilt.
So he can get. Yeah, he was trying to get rid of that guilt.
Yeah, he's trying to get rid of that guilt or whatever. And I'm sure it probably made him feel bad that that he did it and wanted to get back to him. But it don't work.
It's Wana.
It's Wana. Oh, Wana. Oh,
yeah,
you're right.
Wana.
That's what she said. It's like Juan, but
like Wana.
Oh, Wana. Okay. Got you.
Okay.
All right.
Shout out to Wana for doing that for us.
But
We'll butcher it. We'll butcher it by accident. No disrespect, but by accident.
I don't know. Like I said, I was gonna try it. I live in San Antonio, Texas. It's a lot of Hispanic people around here. As a matter of fact, one of my best friends is named Juan. So
get it.
But I'm happy and thriving. She said she lost hope. You hold on. You lost hope for me now that you're happy and thriving, or you just lost hope. What do you lose hope about?
Wana. I think Wana lost hope about finding her partner.
Really?
But what I want to say to you, Wana, is that I like I said, I met my wife. I met my wife. You missed last week, I think. I met my wife on Tinder. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, there are dating options out there. You just have to be careful with who you date or who you pick. But it is possible, because when I got divorced the last time, someday it'll happen. The last time when I got divorced, I swore before God, I said, man, look, I'm finna just be a hoe out here. I ain't trying to get married. I ain't trying to do none of that stuff. But then, everybody has a plan that's written in a book that you can't see.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And so the last thing you want to do is nothing will ever happen to you or for you if you shut yourself down. True. Or if you shut yourself off from the world.
Right.
You just keep living day by day, and what's meant for you is going to be for you. And I see you still have 2 young daughters that you need to be an example to. True. I understand that. When I met my wife, I have custody of my son. And so there were women that wouldn't date me because I had custody of my son. And he was in middle school. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing I say about it is that I didn't introduce my son to her until I knew it was something that was going to be real. I wasn't bringing her in my house. I didn't introduce her. None of that stuff until I thought it was going to be something. You know what I'm saying? That it was going to last. I don't do that. I can't do that.
Right. Another thing is.
Oh,
go ahead.
She said, where she go? Where go? She said, "Yep, never am I a total extrovert."
Also, I don't shut down. I am an open book. Type my ass off. She said, "Wow, you are a great dad." Yeah.
Thank you very much. I try very hard, and it's just about, like I said, you have to.
We're all dads too.
You can't be. Yeah, you can't be a good person to people outside of yourself until you learn yourself.
Yeah, I'm learning that every day.
That's number one. And
That's number one.
until you really accept and know who you are, you're really of no use to anybody else.
Absolutely, I agree.
And then also too is if you are, or maybe even not looking or whatever. And one thing that Jamie was telling us last week as well too is knowing your worth. You know what I'm saying? Knowing basically what it is that you really want. But I agree, or I don't know if we agreed to that last week or not. But my thing is to let people have that communication, let them know what you want right up front. Don't just hope for it to happen or whatever, and ignore certain signs that you don't see as happening for yourself or whatever, and continue to go on within a relationship with someone. Because sooner or later, eventually, it's going to come out to where it's not what you expected it to be. And you was basically on some more hopeful things to happen, as opposed to just communicating about it and making those things happen for yourself, for what you want, you and your kid.
Mhm.
Uh, Robin said, "We all be that way." And she said, "Some men just be trusting just because they are women. Some men
So
just be so trusting."
Yeah, because she's talking about me when it comes to like just bringing people around their kids.
Mhm.
They trust it because it's a woman
Yeah,
that you bringing
I
around your
wasn't
kids.
like
And
I ain't like I'm like that too.
yeah, I'm like, look, I ain't trust
Yeah, no,
nobody.
I'm
It's
cool.
like
I'm cool.
it ain't going down like that.
You
You know
can't
what I'm
just
saying?
be around mine. Facts.
Yeah,
I
You
nah,
agree.
know
nah, nah,
what?
nah, 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 nah.
My kids, my daughter is 23. My son is 28. My son probably only know one female besides his mom that I
Yeah.
my
Same
daughter
here.
only knows two.
Maybe two. Yep.
Yes.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
It is because of what I'm saying. I was very, very particular on who I bring them around. It's kind of like if I didn't think it's going to be something lasting, they definitely wouldn't have been around. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
Yeah. But just like you were saying with discussing stuff up front, that's man to me, and our guest didn't get it per se, but yeah, to me, you need to let that be spoken. You know what I'm saying? Because look, I'll keep it a buck with you. Look, if you down for this just to be a booty call thing, we can make that happen. You ain't never coming to my, you know what I'm saying? You ain't coming to my crib. We'll meet somewhere and make that happen. If
Right.
if that's what's up, that's what's up. But you just have to be honest and get all the expectations out in the beginning.
I agree. I agree.
All right, man.
But
So
back to
we
the topic. Yes, cheaters can reform and never
yeah,
cheat again.
yeah, I agree.
Exactly. Exactly.
I agree.
And let me ask y'all this real quick before we even actually go into another. What do you feel, or what do you think about women using other women in order to, feel like, manipulating them into, or trying to convince them, I'm doing this for your own good, girl.
We know that shit manipulation and we know that shit foul. So I never even she sounded like a hater from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, off the dribble.
Yeah,
Uh,
1,000%.
be honest, if you just want sex, say it. Exactly.
I agree.
Wanda, you got it 100% right. Like I said, if you just keep everything out in the open, keep stuff honest, let it go, and it is what it is.
Now, I can truly say, though, a lot of people online dating, they will say, they want a real relationship or a long lasting relationship or whatever, but and it's really just sex that they want or whatever. How would y'all how would you kind of like um figure out if that's what that person really wants?
I'm not playing no damn guessing game. I'm over those.
I'm saying though, you both online. She's like, yeah, I want a long lasting relationship. He's saying he wants a long lasting relationship, whatever. You know, are those actions? What actions do you think that should be taking place in order to see that that's a long lasting relationship, or that you're going somewhere? In my opinion, my thing is this. I mean, since you guys are, y'all want to answer, or y'all want me to?
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Hit your opinion. Go ahead.
Yeah, go
My
ahead.
opinion is this:
Mm-hmm.
unless you're working towards goals, towards something, even as dating, and your conversations about what you guys trying to do for your future, and y'all in the agreements and stuff like that, or whatever, and understanding that it's you having these conversations, or you're doing these things that has nothing to do with sex or whatever. You know what I mean? That's the only way I think you can really tell. You know, as opposed to, because sometimes you get into it and yes, you guys want the same thing or whatever, but y'all don't have the proper conversation or communication with each other. And in a week or two, y'all in the bed, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had sex. It might not have been as good, as not be what each other wanted or something like that. And then bam, y'all broke up and y'all gone somewhere else, different ways. But yet y'all both wanted, you know, this relate, but y'all never really did the work that it really takes to actually be in a real relationship, in a long lasting relationship, you know. And that's the thing that I learned to understand that, you know, it takes work. It takes understanding. It takes, you know, and it's not really bad work.
Way too much work sometimes.
Well, but it's not bad because you're accomplishing something. You know what I'm saying? If you're building and you're accomplishing or whatever, it's not bad. You're going to have your hiccups in between going along the way, but it's not, you know, bad. It's not that bad. You know, that's the only way I think you can distinguish the difference between somebody that really wanted to have sex as opposed to, you know, having a real long lasting relationship. That was back in 2016. Oh, I missed something. I think I missed something there.
No, you're talking about, so she's talking about Maya Benberry. She was back in 2016, but here's my thing. If she was a real sister, where was she at talking to the other girlfriend, the one he had before Taylor Swift?
Why didn't it take? Yeah, why did it take all the way?
Exactly.
So
you didn't skip the whole.
Got Taylor Swift.
Right, exactly.
It's to get attention onto her again.
Exactly. You just skipped the whole girlfriend who was basically a nobody, but now that Taylor's in the scene, hey girl, I need to tell you.
Right.
You need to watch out, girl. He a cheater.
Right.
That's just so tacky.
She trying to get her pub. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Like Robin say, messy. Yep.
Exactly. All right, man. Let's get into this next one, man. A vision board, and it just kind of go into what I was just saying about a relationship. You know, a long-lasting relationship. You know, are vision boards important for achieving professional and personal goals? You know, and I believe it's very important. It's very important to first have one personally for yourself, and then, you know what I'm saying, then what you see with the person that you're going to, you know, be with and whatever, a vision board as to where you see is growing or whatever. When I first moved here to LA, you guys, and I swear to God, everything happened. I did a vision board for when I was at Pasadena College, and everything that I put on that board came true. Did I lose it? Yeah. But it did come true. I mean, and I did, and I accomplished it, and I felt good about doing it or whatever. However it came and fell apart or whatever, just gave me the thing. Now this Fat Boy had just, you know, brought this up or whatever, is to make another vision board. You know what I'm saying? Because you can make it happen. You can make it, you know, come true or whatever. So go ahead, Fat Boy.
Yeah, man. I've actually never done any. I'm big on like writing down your thoughts and kind of going at it that way. But a lot of the books, the motivational help books, the business books that I'm reading, the finance books I'm reading, they're saying vision boards. And then I'm noticing, really, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I kind of stole this from the women. I'm noticing a lot of successful and progressive women that I know, they've used vision boards, man. And so I kind of wanted to bring it up because we're fellas, and I know that it's kind of cliche when it comes to men talking about vision boards. I wanted to talk about the importance, or establish the importance of how it could help you basically manifest your dreams, right? It's kind of like a vision version of auto suggestion, which in auto suggestion is a theory that is brought up into Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And basically saying that you can auto suggest your life. I mean, you can speak things into existence. And so it's kind of like that with vision. You get up every day, hey, I want this kind of house. And every day you kind of get up and work towards that. And I think that you never really realize how much having a visual will actually motivate you more than just writing it down. So I haven't told my lady yet, but I'm thinking about one of these Fridays I get off late. I want to do a drink wine and do a vision board party with her.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
I like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, one of these days I'll have a girl where I can do that.
I
Go
know
ahead.
how to be crazy.
Go ahead, Woody. Go ahead, lift. I'm sorry. Lift.
All right, so I'm finna be the dick.
Uh-oh.
Okay, come on.
Go ahead.
I think all that shit's a bunch of a new age hyper bullshit. But hey, you know, y'all do you.
Okay.
Y'all do you.
All right.
I will never hate on somebody for doing something that works for them.
Let me ask you this: being that you think of that in that manner,
Yeah.
have you just basically had a vision as to what you want to do or have with your wife and your kid from the time, like, say, for instance, it didn't work with your past relationship, with your past marriage? Did you
Yeah.
have a vision what you want within yourself or whatever for your future
In my head, yes.
in your head?
Because
Do you
On the board.
write things
just
down?
like
This means they don't have. That means that it's not crack, because everyone has it in some sort of part of way. It's just
so,
sometimes it's better to write it down for people to see and remind them at each time, or whatever. As opposed for you, you may not be a one that write visions down. You basically,
yes.
work on the accomplishment.
So you
Yes.
keeping them up here.
Exactly.
Yes, I manifest everything on a daily basis. So
Quit hating
what,
on my vision board.
like with my house that I'm in now,
Uh-huh.
this room, whatever. Like I said, I was married to my first wife for 29 years.
Mhm.
We didn't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out after 29 years.
Mhm.
I married my wife in 2018. We built this house in less than a year after we got married.
Mhm.
We had this house built. We had everything done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we worked together. And
Right.
we had that goal in our mind that we wanted a house. We want to pick out whatever we wanted. Right now we have a goal. Like I told y'all, next year after my son graduates high school, we're gonna buy 10 acres and we're gonna put like 5 manufacturers' homes on that for our entire family. We're making a family compound. Now I'm working on that now in my head. You know, I'm working on it's kind of like I just have daily things I have to do. Check my credit, work on my credit, check on things like that. I
The
just
point
don't do it
is-
in the vision board. So yes,
the point is you still have a
You
vision.
still have goals.
in your
yes, I have goals. Now
So
me
then,
putting them
like I said,
on
once
putting them
again,
on a
you
piece of
hating on my
paper.
vision board.
No,
Once-
hey,
Heather said, why is it bullshit? That's what she said.
just my opinion.
I'm looking at her. I know, right? I'm looking at her.
It's all good. I mean, like I said,
gotta
y'all look. The bottom line is, like I told you, you have to work on yourself first. And
Yeah,
if
whatever
that's something
works for
that
you.
motivates you, hey man, look, I love y'all 100%. Do you?
Yep.
Right.
I
That's
think
just not me.
Jeremiah made a great point right here. If you can pull it up in the comments.
Is it this one?
Jeremiah said, I made a vision board after undergrad. I'm no, not that one. I'm sorry, it's another one. It's this. I'll read it. Jeremiah
Past
said,
my environment.
yeah, Jeremiah said, I needed a vision board to look past my environment. And I think that in some instances for your life, you may need a vision board to, like he said, look past your environment because you don't see any success. Black Lift has lived, right, 29 years and has accomplished things and went through some things and lost some things. And so he has a lot of goals and things that he has in his head. But I think the key of all of this vision board, not writing things down, but is having goals and executing those goals. I think that is the kind of the key to the vision board, even the vision board and writing it down, or like if you like Black Lift, just have it in your head. I think having it in your head is cool, but if you're not working towards it, it just stay in your head. But as you say, as he said, he has daily tasks that he has to do. Check on the credit, looking for land, I'm pretty sure. Where's the best place to buy it? How much on an acre? How much these manufactured homes gonna cost us? I'm pretty sure this is what he already doing. It may not be written down because I was like that too. Until I just got into a lot of the books and I realized the writing, it worked for me a little. It worked for me more and just manifested it in me and how I drove it. But like Black Lift said, for a long time I was the same way. It's up here, and as long as I'm executing it, it'll be manifested. But awesome, good point, great point.
And I get that, and I get that a lot of people are are more visual learners. Just
Mhm.
like this person said, my opinion, your opinion and your vision in your mind don't match. What you're saying about your vision is a vision board. I'm just saying.
That's
Okay, if you choose to look at it like that, that's fine. But I understand that there are some people that are more visual learners, and
Yeah.
they need visual stimuli to get them to where they need to go. So if you need to write a board out or put something like that, hey, that's cool.
And
But
for myself, I do it just so I don't forget. I did it because I didn't want to forget like my goals for being here in California. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And I knew what I wanted to have. And that's one of the main reasons why I've lasted and stayed in California as long as I've had. 15, 16 years now, because of that. And then, like I said, and like yourself, like when you went through bad experiences or whatever throughout those, times or whatever, for me, I need to write those visions out again,
mm-hmm.
and have a new goal and have a new, dealing with the relationship that I want to have and all that type of stuff, whatever, and learn, do something differently from what I did last time in order to keep that type of thing.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to have that, that reminder,
Mhm.
but like I said, when some people are, just mentally can just say, hey, this is my
Yeah.
vision. This is what I want.
They're
Black
visual
Lives-
learners.
What's wrong with it?
I manifested college like that though. Ask Fuel. Like I walked into school, said I was gonna be Stephen A. Smith, and said I was going to HBCU. Didn't know which one I was going to. I had a 1.7 when I entered that. But we ain't gonna talk about being on academic probation. Look, a felon didn't even know you couldn't be a felon to even get
Class,
into
nigga.
college. I had all of these things, but it was in my head. And every day I worked towards it and I knocked off something. So I know exactly what you're saying. So I'm on both sides of it. I definitely have manifested it in my head and said, I'm doing this. I'm graduating at least with a 3 point something, all of that. And I did it. And so you're absolutely right. So I wanted to kind of piggyback on what you were saying. Like it's basically due to that, it's that individual. Some people are piqued by visual stimuli like that. That's a word. And some people are more mental, or then some people are hands-on.
But see, it's just like Fuel. Like Fuel's known me my entire life. You know what I'm saying? And shit, even when I was in high school, Fuel and them knew, and this is not trying to pump myself up. I always been a smart dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He's lying
saying?
about that. Yeah.
Fuel know that. I always been a smart dude. And the jobs I had, look, I was a financial advisor, I was a welder, I sold computers for Gateway, I sold cars. Everything that I did in my life, was like they was like, oh, well, you need a degree for that. I showed them wrong. I never worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew in my head, if I ever get the interview, I'm getting the job.
Right.
Period. But in my latter years, I was like, well, let me go on ahead and go back to school. So I went back to school. I got my bachelor's and my associates. You know what I'm saying? And and I didn't do it for anybody else other than for me.
Same here.
You know what I'm saying? Only for me, because I'm retired, bro. I don't work. I just did it for me. Because and it's just a matter of getting stuff in your head. When you set your mind to stuff, once again, I understand people are visual learners, but I'm the kind of dude, I get bored easy, man. So I always got to move on to the next challenge.
Yeah.
I get
So, it's just the stuff in my head.
Yeah. Okay. So, hey, Fatboy brought up a point about, having the, or going to sit down with this woman and have a vision board party type of thing or whatever. How important is that? Like, is there something that you're more so wanting to do to make sure that you're on the same page? Or is it just kind of because I think it is important to see what like maybe what her mind is, what her mindset is as far as y'all's future and stuff like that. And if
I wasn't even thinking into that deep into it. Actually, it was just more of a way to. I know she's progressive and she's always looking to grow. And I know Vision Board would definitely spark her interest. it's also an excuse for me to drink some wine, and then also also to develop a bond with her on a different page. Kind of some of the things that you were saying, but I didn't think of it in that way, right? So I didn't put the title, the words to it, but yeah, similar to that, just kind of establishing a bond, seeing what she likes, what I like, and then I wanted to kind of do one together, and just kind of have fun with it and play with it like that. So, but yeah, absolutely.
And that was gonna be my question. Were you gonna do one for you, one for her, and then one together?
Yeah, that's what I would do. Okay. And I have been, it's funny. A part of the reason why I brought the topic up, because I've been just kind of thinking about it, but I'm kind of cheap, and I know I gotta buy the magazines, so I'm like kind of been kind of going on, but I've really been thinking about it, like bring one of them nice little Schroedery boards and kind of have some shit she'll do with the girls, do it with me. You know what I'm saying? Kind of vibe with her. Yeah.
Okay. If you guys, once you guys do that board, and there's something on that board that you either disagree with or feel like, how would you handle that? Like, how would you you know what I mean?
Well, their vision is my vision. I think the only one that you can actually communicate and argue, right, is or dispute or debate, should I say, is the one that we will do together, right? Because it'll be our vision together. But if she see herself, she's going into psychiatry. If I see her as being the top psychologist in the nation, and she sees herself as just being a psychologist in a small school helping little children, who am I to say her dream is small? You get what I'm saying? Or vice versa. If she said, I'm gonna be the best, I'm gonna be the psychologist for the president. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to say, no, I think you should think about the school. So no, I don't think that should be the issue. I think that we should allow people to be themselves.
So, Fat Boy, I told you my wife's a clinical psychologist, right?
Yeah.
She's working on her master's now, so she can go into private practice.
Come on now. That's some we're gonna have to get together and talk some shit. Hey man, you gonna have to invite me down to San Antonio anyway. Me and Phil.
I gotta go first. I ain't even been.
I don't know. I told y'all definitely need to come on down here. Y'all can come down there
and do a live show or something, man.
Y'all can have some fun. Yeah,
we'll have some fun. And I heard the food down there is amazing too.
Man, bruh, and where I live, I'm like 30 minutes. I'm 30 minutes from downtown San Antonio and 30 minutes from downtown Austin. Yeah, so you can go to Austin too, and the food in Austin is just amazing, just like San Antonio.
Texas barbecue is off the hook.
It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Not as good as Kansas City, but
can we finish talking to the people?
So wait a minute. Let me touch on what Robin said. I believe now what's yours is yours.
I agree.
I'm 100% behind that, and I have friends that I have younger friends that I mentor on the side. And one thing that I always explain to them is that, and I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. I will tell you that right now. I don't like the organized church is a scam, but that's a whole nother side. That's a subject for a whole another show. I'm spiritual.
One that's grown up in that's coming up from we grew up.
Exactly. We grew up in the church, and let me tell you, they ain't do nothing for us. But anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I'm spiritual, and I believe that what life has for you is for you alone. It's not for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? What's set forth in your path is in your path for a reason. The only thing you need to do is you just need to roll through it and manifest it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Manifestation is what it's all about. You know, because it's just like people that sit there on their couch and they ain't got no money, but they go to church and pay their tithes and they pray, oh Lord, I need some money. I said, the Lord ain't dropping bags of bread, man.
Yeah.
You got to go out and get that.
Yeah.
It's not happening like that.
Well, the Bible says faith without works is dead anyway. So
exactly. You have to manifest it by putting in action. Do what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't ever expect nobody to hand me a damn thing.
Absolutely.
Everything's got to be worked for.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yes, indeed. Hey, man. As usual, man, y'all done drop some dimes and shit. You know what I'm saying? As usual, that's what we do. That's what we do here. You guys that's watching, I see a lot of people on Facebook. I appreciate you, Heather, too, for your comment on Facebook. I see DJ Greg's in the house. I see you, man. Ryan, I see you too. But you know,
y'all gotta jump in on YouTube, man.
Yeah, jump in on YouTube.
Y'all gotta come do the YouTube.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. We're here actually, I think this time has been a good time for us.
I think 6 is better.
6 has been better. What do you think, Wood?
Yeah. You get people, man. It's okay. You can call me Woody. You get people that are off work. You know what I'm saying? I think we get more people at this time.
I agree.
Like you say, people grab a glass of wine and just
chilling,
sitting down and chilling.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey Joe, you said come on down. Where you at? Come on down. You in Texas too? Holla at us.
Where you at, Wanda? Where you at?
Where you at?
We ain't gonna stalk you, but where you at? Where you at down here? Let me know.
Come on now, Phil. Next year, my funds will be ready. We can do a Texas run.
For sure.
We can do a Texas run. Do about 3 or 4 live shows or something.
Yeah.
And
sure,
see, we
look. I got 5 bedrooms. Y'all can come crash at the crib.
You already know, dog. Come on now. You already know.
Y'all come on through.
I'm gonna come a couple of times. My name gonna be on the door.
Man, I done already told you. Look, bro, I know once you start getting mail here, I can't put you out. So
I know, right?
don't send your mail here.
I'm sending something.
I know, right? That's what's up. Hey, man, I appreciate it as usual, man. This is a great conversation. Good week. Hope you guys have a real good weekend. Again, like I said, if you guys are watching on Facebook and YouTube, subscribe, pass it on to your friends. It ain't gonna do nothing but get better from here. That's all we do. We get better and better each week. So continue to watch. And what you got, Fat Boy? Anything?
Make sure y'all send in them dear brother, dear sisters.
Oh, yes.
Send out a dear brother, send your dear brothers and dear sisters to firedup@gmail.com. And you just want to label a dear brother or dear sister. It can be audio or video clip. No longer than a minute, man, and we want to hear from y'all, and then we're gonna play it on the show. You can tell your friends and family that you're gonna be on the show, and we excited to hear from y'all. That used to be one of my favorite segments until y'all took it, and so now it's now it's history and blackness. But it's a great interaction between us, and once again, Black Lift always bringing another level to the show.
Yes,
Fuel. Once again, we did it again, y'all. I want to shout out to the comments, man. We reached over 100 comments, man.
Oh, wow.
Way over 100 comments. Yes, sir.
What's up?
And shout out to y'all, man.
Where my hand clap there, man?
Interacting with us. Y'all special. And I appreciate y'all. And we appreciate y'all supporting us for sure.
That's what's up. All right, man. That's going to do it for us this week. And we'll see y'all next week at the same time, same bad channel, same bad time. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And remember,
if they talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace.
All our illusions will disappear, and all the reasons start to fade.
what's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you